Make it really clear that while it is a pandemic, that they are going to take travel very seriously, and they don't want people to be getting behind the wheel while driving this year. I want to talk about bars. I was able to step into another of bars, and we had crews in restaurants today. Unfortunately, they're not really sure what to expect in the city. We have some restrictions where there cannot be large crowds, of course. People can't stand, so there's going to be a lot of seats. So there could be long lines outside of bars. And then there's people who won't be going to bars and restaurants. Instead, they're going to be staying inside. They're going to be with their loved ones. And that's what the governor and also local leaders have been pushing for here in Milwaukee and Milwaukee County.
You know, Aaron, obviously there's so many restrictions in place around the country, especially like you mentioned there in Milwaukee. But we've been hearing just on social media and from other reporters from Fox stations about the creative ways people are making in order to mark this occasion, to say goodbye to 2020 and ring in 2021.
Yeah, you know, it reminds me that we've had practice, right? We've had July 4th, we've had Thanksgiving, and we've had Christmas to have all these virtual events and, you know, really deal with these small gatherings like leaders are telling us to do, especially on our area where we have seen peaks and valleys when it comes to the virus and surges. So, you know, people, unfortunately, they really want to gather. They want to be together this year for this new year to say goodbye to 2020. But unfortunately, they're going to be doing it small, and they have found those creative ways to really connect this year.
And Aaron, you know, that's kind of the reality of this, right? Just because we're in a new year in a couple of hours, the situation does remain the same in a lot of places around the country. Obviously, the vaccine is being administered. In some places, cases are going down. But, you know, we're not out of this just yet, even though you might be writing a new year on your mail and your checks.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I like that you mentioned the vaccine, because a number of people who I talked with today, when I asked them, what is your hope for 2021? You know, we're so reflective right now, but we're also thinking about 2021. One man said, I'm hoping this vaccine really helps, and by this time next year, things will be like they were in the past, hoping for a large gathering in the future if we reach that herd immunity, enough people getting that vaccination.
Yeah, and Aaron, we've been showing our viewers here on NewsNOW just those empty scenes of Times Square, which obviously is such a bizarre sight. And it reminds me, especially there in Milwaukee, one of the major highlight events that was supposed to happen there in 2020 was the Democratic National Convention, which for any city is a huge, huge undertaking. And it just kind of reminds you of, you know, those things that didn't really get to happen this year. Isn't that right?
Yeah, the DNC is definitely, we were preparing for it. There's going to be a lot of coverage, and a lot of people had booked hotel rooms and things. So that's one thing as we reflect on this past year that we didn't get. There's a number of music festivals in Milwaukee and cultural festivals in Milwaukee that were not able to happen this year either because of the pandemic.
All right, Fox 6's Aaron Maben there live for us in Milwaukee. We wish you a happy new year. We'll see you again when you're on NewsNOW, and stay warm out there.
Happy New Year to you. Thank you.
All right, and like I said, we'll be having live reports like that throughout the evening here on NewsNOW. Remember, we're not